Hi everyone, Lynn Thayer here, and I'm just going to talk very briefly about past mistakes. And let me ask you, is there a mistake from your past that sometimes comes up in your brain and it kind of haunts you? So maybe it's the event that produces a gripping sensation in your chest, or that kind of turning feeling that you might get in your stomach when you bring it to mind. It still bothers you, it's still there. And sometimes you might feel those negative emotions of shame, embarrassment, or even humiliation. Um, can you hear sometimes the thoughts in your mind that you might be saying to yourself, I'm not sure how I let that happen, or what was I even thinking, you know? So if this is true for you, then you might still be carrying around some toxic shame from your past. And it means that you haven't been able to forgive yourself and move on from this event. So if you're unsure that you've let go of a past mistake or not, just notice how you actually judge others who might make the same mistake as you. Do you feel empathy and understanding for them because you've been there? Or do you find yourself being like judgmental and critical of that other person? If your reaction is in any way negative, then that's a reflection of your own unforgiveness towards yourself. And I know it might not make a lot of sense to you until let me, say that again, that if your reaction is in any way negative, then it's a reflection of your own unforgiveness towards yourself. It's actually a projection of yourself being bounced back at you. So let's face it, everyone makes mistakes. I've made many mistakes that I regret, and most of us do move on from them. But when some memories still create discomfort, 10, 20, even 30 years later for some people, then it means that the shame or the embarrassment that occurred back then is actually still playing out in your unconscious mind, and therefore not only affecting your mind, but it can also affect your body and your physical health. So it can actually be affecting your everyday life. So anytime you're in a situation that remotely looks, feels, smells, sounds, or tastes like one of those past major negative mistakes that you've made, that memory may get activated in your unconscious mind. It's playing, it's real, and it remembers. So you'll be replaying and reproducing the same chemical and physical reactions in your body as you did at the time of the original event. So in this way, you keep the past alive in the present moment. When this happens, you actually can become a victim of your past. Your unconscious mind is like a tape player. It simply records experiences from your life and replays them. It's not good or bad, it's just a tape player. The programs in it can be good or bad. So on a day-to-day basis, your unconscious mind runs your life about 90%. And while your conscious mind runs about 10% of the show. So your unconscious mind runs your digestion, your immune system, your respiratory functions. It does so many things for you. It stores your memories and it represses memories until it feels that you're able to resolve them. It's a million times more powerful than your conscious mind. So once your conscious mind has learned something, it then files it away. It files it away into the unconscious mind for it to run the program automatically. So that way you can use your conscious mind for creative purposes and things that you need to do right now. But for example, once you've learned to tie your shoelaces, or once you've learned to, drive a car, then you don't actually have to think about it. It just becomes automatically and you do it. So when there's an unconscious programming from the past that says, I'm bad or I'm stupid for making this mistake, I should have known better, this mistake maybe shows that I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve to succeed, or I'm not smart enough, then positive thinking or awareness of the problem is just not enough to eradicate the destructive programming. You can try to think positive all you like. However, if you don't get to work with that unconscious mind, it simply doesn't work for most people. These limiting beliefs influence the choices that you make in the future. They may affect your ability to succeed because success in any area of your life has very little to do with your efforts and almost everything to do with the beliefs that you hold in your unconscious mind. So negative and limiting beliefs can keep you paralyzed in the fear of making future mistakes, which often manifest as procrastination. Who here procrastinates? I even do that sometimes, and I've learned a technique to move me from procrastination to motivation. So your unconscious mind, its programming might be telling you that you don't deserve success because you haven't really earned it, or that you're actually a fraud. You know, some people feel like they're a fraud. And do you ever feel that way? So a mistake is just that. Sometimes these beliefs are so stubbornly anchored in us, despite our good intentions and our willingness to change, we just can't seem to let them go on our own consciously. It's as if we don't know who we would be without this negative programming. Or who would I be if I wasn't always worrying about making another mistake? So your daily unconscious programming keeps us stuck in the past, and in order to get relief from that, there are some techniques that work with your unconscious mind that can help, namely NLP techniques, timeline therapy, to release the negative emotions from the unconscious mind and limiting beliefs, and that's crucial. So if you have any questions about it, if you'd like to come out to our demo night this Thursday night at Jim Gilbert's Wheels and Deals at the Boardroom, I'm going to be picking people from the audience who come and doing different techniques with them to show what timeline therapy can do and NLP techniques. So I look forward to seeing some people on Thursday night, and it'll be a lot of fun and a lot of interesting things to see. And if you'd like to come, shoot me off a message or an email, lynthier.com, and I hope to see you then. I wish everyone a great night. I know, look, this hair is from being outside in this hot weather, but I'm certainly not going to complain because we get so much cold weather in the wintertime that I just love the heat. So wishing you all a great week. Hope to see you Thursday, and bye for now.